Hello, this is Shelly's Sanctuary. Today is December 10th, 2020, and we have about 14 more days till Christmas. Are you ready? Okay, guys, if you want to hang in here for my little talk with the girls about getting up and making up every day for about, I don't know, no longer than 5 minutes, I am going to continue to talk about some things that we talked about yesterday about grief. Some things that will really help you along. I did not write things out yesterday, and I really missed some things that I think are important. So you can either hang in here with us, or you can fast forward a little bit and get to that part. Okay, so girls, I have always believed that getting up every day and putting your makeup on and fixing your hair is just a way to feel ready for the day. Like you're ready for anything that comes. Like, okay, it's an emergency. Maybe you get in a wreck. Okay, do you want to be in your pajamas whenever you get in a wreck and you have to get outside the car? I'm talking about like a minor fender bender here and not something serious. Just different things like your son calls or your daughter, your child calls. I need this, Mom, bring it up to school, please, please, and you're like, oh my gosh, like I look terrible. I don't want to go anywhere. And if you don't care, you really should. I mean, you might meet somebody interesting, let's say if you're single, or if you're not single. I mean, you might see an old friend from high school or college. And I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say, and I'm guilty of this too, seeing somebody in a store or somewhere out, and I'm like, I don't want to see them right now because I was lazy today and I didn't put makeup on or anything, and I'm just embarrassed, and I just missed an opportunity to connect with somebody in person that I haven't seen in years, usually sometimes decades, because yeah, I'm that old. So I think it's really super important to get up every morning and do your makeup. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be all glammed out, but just feel presentable. I see way too many girls out there, and I feel like it's starting younger and younger. The girls are going to high school and basically their pajamas, like loose, big, just baggy clothes, and their hair all just tied up messy, and I get it. Like, that's okay. They're young, they're kids. I mean, they're cute, I mean, if that's what they want to do. But I can tell you, when I was in high school, and I'm sure many of you guys remember this, but we did not go a day without putting on our makeup and our clothes. They had to be, set out the night before. We planned it all out. We couldn't wear something 2 days in a row, like even if it was a pair of shoes or a pair of pants. So, yeah, we wouldn't be caught dead going to school without makeup. Oh my God. Are you kidding? In the 80s and 90s, going to school without makeup and your outfit I remember being really paranoid about, are they going to know it's not from it's not designer? And because I went to that kind of school. So, I went to the rich kids school, and my parents weren't rich, so I just had to be really creative with my clothing. And thankfully I was a cheerleader, and some days we got to just wear our uniform. Anyway, so I think it's really important. It makes you feel so much better. And so yesterday, I don't know if you can tell a difference, but I put eyelashes on. Okay. They make such a huge difference. I am allergic to going to those places with the glue that they have. I'm allergic. I can't do that. These are magnetic, and I've tried some magnetic ones that are horrible, and I thought I'd never go back. But when I do the glue on ones, I find that I'm losing lashes every time I, take them off. Even if I'm super careful, I'm losing lashes. And that's just not good. I'm sitting here spending money on like lash serums so that when I don't feel like putting on magnetic fake lashes, that my lashes will be decent. So, this one is made in the USA. I really like it. It's called Luxilia, and it had 5 sets in here. I've already used some, of course. Hang on, try to get them out so you can kind of see how they come. Yeah, I've used 2 different pairs. Not all these styles really work for me, but I wanted to it was a great way for me to just try out different styles. These are a little extra. They're pretty big on the edge here. So I would not just wear these every day, or, I'm just wearing them to show you guys. So they're real easy to put on. It comes with a magnetic eyeliner. So you put the eyeliner on first, and then you just set the lash on top. It's so easy, and they actually stay. I mean, I went out with them, and it was windy, and they didn't blow around. Okay, if you're going out for like a night on the town, like New Year's Eve or something, and you're gonna have more than a few, I don't know, I might want to go ahead and just get some glue-ons. Just because you might rub your eye or just totally forget about them, and then it's hanging, dangling off, and that's embarrassing. So the only thing I would say about them is put them on after you are totally dressed, okay? Because I put them on, and then I put something on, and I decided I didn't like my outfit. So I'm taking things off and putting back on. Well, it got dislodged, and it stuck to something, whatever was the closest metal thing. So if that happens, just check your earrings, your necklace, the mirror, if you have a metal, makeup mirror. I found them in the weirdest places. So I learned my lesson. Don't put them on until you've got your final outfit on. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I've seen these for sale anywhere, 5 sets. Okay, you can reuse the sets if you're careful. $21 to $42 for this box. So that's a great deal. I know there's other out there, Moxie Lash. I think Paris Hilton does that one. I don't know. I'm just going to stick to what I have found already works. So, I don't know, maybe I'll try. But, okay, boys, we're back to talk about things that we were talking about yesterday that I know weren't the best subject and a little depressing. But hey, we have to find ways to cope. So, I wanted to ask you guys, and you can direct message me on Facebook if you know me or whatever. I don't care. You can even comment. How did it change your outlook on life when you lost a loved one? So we talked about just how hard it was yesterday, and how to really just try and pick yourself up and know that you got to go on. You got to go on. You're going to see him again. Heaven is there. And we're going to be there one day, and we're going to get reunited. So how did it change your outlook? Okay, so once I came out of my fog, I really look at everything differently. I mean, yes, I want to live every day like it's my last day. I'm not always successful at doing that, but I try really hard. But my outlook on life really, really changed. I told you, I'm not scared to die anymore. I see my mom in different things all the time. I can hear her, like just right before I came here, I was just like doing my hair a little bit. I know it doesn't look fixed. My hair never looks fixed because it's like that messy, tossed, I don't know, beach hair. That's just works for my type of hair. Anyway, I could just hear her telling me, Shelly, brush the back of your hair. The back of your hair is weird. I could hear her voice. And I hear her all the time. And it's okay to talk to them. I mean, the soul, the spirit, and the body are two totally separate things. So I know my mom is right here with me, I have pictures of her, so that, I can talk to her and just see her face when I'm talking to her. I bet I talk to her anywhere. So, and that is totally fine. You're not crazy if you do that. Okay. But yeah, my outlook on life is really different. Like things that used to bother me, just like little things, little pet peeves, like I'm just calmer. I'm just like, we could be gone tomorrow. Am I really gonna get upset because my son loaded the dishwasher the wrong way? Like, am I really gonna sit there and give him this big hard time about that? Nah, I'm not. They get washed either way. I mean, yes, there's a right way and there's a wrong way, but You know what I'm saying. Just little things. Road rage. There would be things I could have been pissed off about before, and now I'm just like, they're having a bad day. That's not my day. They're having a bad day. So I'm not going to let their negativity rub off on me at all. So I choose to be happy. I start to see myself choosing joy. I have a really sweet, she's a cousin of my mom's. Her name is Darla. I just love her. I just think she's so amazing. She's lost so many people in her life, and she just has this amazing way of just going on and being happy and doing things to memorialize her loved ones always. And I just admire that so much. And her posts on Facebook, they're always so positive, and Bible verses, and she just so inspiring to me. So yeah, I don't let things bother me the way that they used to, because people could be gone the next day. Choose your battles, choose your battles. I let things roll off my back real easy. And some people don't, everything rubs them the wrong way. And they're just constantly negative and looking for something to be pissed off about, and I just can't be that way, what is the point? I just have no point in it. I don't see any point in it. Okay, look, like, if you badger me to death, and yeah, you're gonna piss me off. Like, and then when I'm pissed off, like, it's like way up here. There's no like, oh yeah, I'm always down here. You pissed me off. Now I'm here. Like, no. I go from here to here. And so, yeah, I know I need to work on that. That's called, your energy center of your throat, which is like your communication and everything. The throat chakra, okay, but it is an energy center of your body. Like, we have these energy centers, and it is scientific. It's science. It's real. Okay, some people call it chakras, but when you do that, some people are like, oh, that hokey pokey, like that sounds like witchcraft or something. No, it's real. It's a real energy center in your body. Okay, the mind is connected to all these different energy centers, and we have to have them flowing and connecting all the time. So this is blocked, and a lot of times I wear I have aquamarine, and it's a really pretty blue, and blue is the color for the throat energy center. But today I was going to show you some other ways to memorialize your loved ones. So this is actually a little urn. Okay, it's clear quartz, but there's a place in there to put some of my mom's ashes, and so she stays right here really close to me all the time. And I have a ring also, okay, and it has some of her ashes as well, and it just makes me feel really close to her. I mean, it just makes me feel so close. So if I don't have this on, this doesn't come off no matter what. So that is a great way to deal with your grief. Feel like they're close to you. If their wishes are to be cremated, then there is some beautiful jewelry out there, and there's a lot of different things. There's little tiny urns, just to keep by your bedside so that you don't have to worry about maybe losing something. People will put ashes, or they'll put some soil from the grave if the person's not cremated. You can even do little, like pieces, a snip of hair, anything that was from their earthly body, or where they were placed. So I found it very comforting. I feel stressed or something, and I just grab my hand and I just think of my mom and what she would tell me, think of a good memory. So I think that is a really great way. Also, to do with jewelry, you can request to get a fingerprint of your loved one, and they give you a digital copy of that, and you can have it put on anything, jewelry, whatever you want. There's all kinds of products that you can have our fingerprint put on. I think that's really neat as well. I don't have anything like that. They forgot to do that, but that's another story. Also, something I found that I really was head over heels for it was you can get their signature, something that they wrote to you in a card. You can send that to the company, and then they will engrave their exact signature or whatever, the little like, we love you, I love you with all my heart, mom and dad, whatever it is. I got one, of course, that said, we love our baby girl, mom and dad. And luckily all the writing was close enough together. They can even piece it kind of together for you. So if you have something from a card, two different cards or whatever, and you need to put them together, they'll do that for you. So that's very special to me. I definitely had a little gold disc with the engraving on it, and it has my dad's signature on it too. He's still with us, but I wanted to have both of them on there. So everyone has a different choice in how they want to go, or not how they want to go, but how they want to be, the remains to be dealt with. I think cremation is getting a lot more popular, and that's definitely what I want to do. It is pretty insane how much money the funeral homes charge for everything. So I don't want that burden on my family. I mean, yeah, if I have life insurance, it'll cover it. I don't even care. I'd rather the money go to my kids, whatever's left over. So I think cremation is the way to go for me. And what I would like to do, which I think is super cool, is, I don't know if y'all have ever heard of this before, but you can have your ashes planted in with a tree and then have the tree planted. I just think that is awesome because your ashes are in the soil of the tree. So the tree grows up and you're like part of the tree and you're still like part of the earth. And what a special thing for your kids and whoever you're leaving behind to come and visit the tree, sit under the tree, read, visit with you. I just think that's amazing. I love that. So I've already told my husband, I want to be a tree. So yeah, that's cool. I also really like how you can memorialize somebody by planting a tree instead of sending flowers. Planting a tree I think that's just really cool because they'll attach your well wishes to that, and they'll know that tree is for that person. I actually just had to do that for somebody today. Somebody in my family circle passed away Monday, and I'm just so sensitive right now that I just really broke down and just started crying, and I've only met him one time. It's my nephew's wife's brother, and he had a condition called I think it's called Escobar. I think I could be saying that wrong. And there's not a real long life expectancy with that disease, and he made it to 32. Really neat guy who had a major impact on his hometown. And I talked to my nephew today, and he said that there are going to be so many trees planted in his name, and I just think that's so cool. I think I love that idea. I love flowers so much. I think they're so beautiful, but I just don't think you need that many at a funeral, mainly because they die, and I hate that. They're so beautiful, and then they die, and you leave them there, and then they just wilt, and I just think it's a waste, they're beautiful. Anyway, I just think it should be minimal, and then other things should be done, in their honor, whether it's, please donate to whatever foundation. That's all awesome too. So another thing that I did that's really helped me, I talked about meditations, and I told you I'm not going to teach you how to meditate. I'm not that kind of expert of any. I'm really not an expert on anything. I just know like a little about a lot of things. So there is a meditation. There are several meditations you can look up on YouTube that will tell you, guide you how to meet your loved one in your meditation. And it's really powerful, you know. You got to wonder sometimes, are you really meeting them? You know, I don't know. It's one of those quantum physics subjects that is way above the knowledge that I have. But I do believe on some point that you do connect with them. So I don't know if you're talking to them at that time, like, is that person really there with you? But I like to believe it. So that's, you know, if you believe something, it definitely makes you feel better, if anything, that you were just talking to them and imagining what they would say to you. And just knowing that they're always there. But I think that meditation is really cool. Some people might not like it, but for me, that was great. And this is a hard time of year, the holidays. First holiday without my mom, right? I'm sure it's the first holiday without a lot of loved ones out there. And what I decided to do is, usually my Christmas tree is all just random, just all my kids, you know, ornaments that they've made me over all the years, and my old ornaments, and ornaments my mom's gave to me. My granny used to make ornaments, or some that she had. So it was just like a hodgepodge tree. I mean, it just had everything on it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do a themed tree this year. And so just kind of revolved it around things that my mom really likes. And so it's really pretty, and I really love it so much. Every time I look at it, I think of her. And the angel on the top looks like her. It's vintage, and I just love it. I thought my dad, when he comes over for Christmas, that he will really, really like it too, because it's something he likes too. So that has helped me. And then also, I just went ahead and put all those kid ornaments, like I said, on a smaller tree in a different room, so that they're still up and we still can enjoy them. Recipes. Yeah. Whatever my mom liked. She liked eggnog. I mean, whatever. You should have that. You know? Enjoy the things that she loved or he loved, because let me tell you, in heaven, this is their first heaven. This is their first Christmas in heaven. So you know it's going to be awesome. They're going to be with people they haven't seen in years or decades. I can just imagine the Christmas celebration that my mom is going to have, you know, without the condition that she had. She's going to make her fruit salad and drink an eggnog, probably maybe with some spiced rum in it. So whatever, yeah, that helps. I think that helps. My sister makes my granny's cookies, which are really very unique Christmas cookies, and we all just love them. She always does that. It's so awesome, because it brings back those memories of my granny. And sometimes we get my dad to make his awesome cornbread dressing. She loved that. I don't know if we'll do that this year. We'll try. But just including those things that they love during Christmas. It'll make you think of them. And being open about missing that person. I really don't think people should be afraid to talk to someone else about their grief and how are they doing, and just, you know, accept help. When my mom died, you know, people were sending food, and I will tell you something. Out of everything, that helped the most. because none of us could see straight. We were all so upset. Like, what do we do now? What do we do next? Like, trying to deal with this grief. And the last thing we thought about was, what are we going to eat? You know, someone's got to go to the store. We got to make something. We're going to pick something up. It's really expensive. We keep doing that. And people sent food, and I never knew. I always thought, like, golly, I mean, people get all this food. Why do they do that? They get so much food they have to freeze it all. But it wasn't like that. It was more spread out. And I took up the offers. People were saying, can I send something? And I would say, okay, how about next week? Because I could see, like, we had people offering to send food throughout the rest of the week. So spread it out a little bit. It helps so much. I mean, if you know someone's passed away, offer to send food or just send it anyway. Sometimes people can't ask for help. They don't know how to ask for help. They feel guilty to ask for help. I never asked for help, but I definitely took the offers because I was mentally that desperate. So let's see. Another thing is, jewelry that they had. If it makes you feel better to wear the jewelry, their own jewelry. If they had certain clothing items that you saw them in last, that fit you, it just kind of makes you feel close to them. I know some people think, oh, that's creepy, I can't do that. And that's fine. These are just suggestions. These are just things that have helped me. So my mom had some pajamas, and I got them for her last Christmas, and I wear them, and it just makes me feel close to her. So whatever feels right. Okay. I wanted to talk about, I've got some stones here. So afterwards, I know that probably my sister and my dad thought I was totally kooky, but whatever. It's fine. Maybe they were like, let me read about this afterwards, and pick up their stone and pray with it. So I got a set of grief and bereavement gemstones. Okay, included, I'm going to show you them. Amethyst is one of my absolute favorites. I just love amethyst. It is for communication with the divine, which is God and the universe, earth, everything, just everything. And a lot of positive energy. Okay, I know some people are like, it's a rock, like, big deal. Well, the rock came from the earth, and who made the earth? God made the earth. So I would think the stone has some kind of property to it that makes it what it is. And if you think about ancient medicine, they didn't have conventional medicine like we do now, and they were curing people and getting rid of people's sicknesses, and people meditate and did all kinds of things with their minds to heal their bodies. So it's really not that far out there if you think about it. So amethyst is one of my absolute favorites. So then we have pink rhodonite that heals trauma. Obviously, a loss is a trauma. And stress and anxiety relief. Stress and anxiety. It's actually really pretty. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like pink and white with some grayish tones. And then black onyx. A little bit hefty. It actually fits really nicely. This one does. Anyway, in your hand. Personal strength. We all need strength. Transformation. Spiritual awakening. Okay. And then we have lepidolite. This one, I hope I said that right. This is super pretty too. I love purples and magentas and plums. And anyway, so it's purple. It has kind of a glitter in it almost. And it's got white. Love it. Improved mood and helps us through difficult times. Promotes happiness. I'm actually surprised that I found all these right before this because I stick different stones in my pockets and in my jacket pockets. I don't just throw them in my purse. I like to have them close to my body. It's a personal preference. Some people just put all the stones that they like with all their because they like all those properties that they all have, and they just put them in a bag and put them in their purse and go. And that's great too. I mean, but I just personally feel like things need to be like touching your skin or very close to you to just get the most positive effects from the energy. And I know that, and it's another kooky thing, is so to recharge your stones when there's a full moon, put your stones out for the night or at least for a few hours, and the energy from the full moon actually re-energizes the properties in the stones. So I go along with it and I do it. Does it work? I don't know, but hey, I do it anyway. Sometimes you just got to believe in things that you can't see, right? Clear quartz, pretty self-explanatory, just clear, okay? Healing energy, enhances spiritual growth, and answers prayers. So this is a great combination for grief and bereavement. And I gave this to my sisters. And I, like I said, I carry them. I fall asleep with some of them in my hand, depending on what my mood is. And, maybe some of it is, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my gosh. I can't. Maybe some of it is, oh my gosh, what's that word? Okay, I can't think of the word, but placebo. There we go. I don't know why that slipped my mind. Placebo. Maybe some of it's placebo effect. But you know what? If you believe it makes you feel better, you're probably going to feel better. So, whatever you believe in that makes you feel better, I would do that. I'm just sharing this with you because these are things that I've come across in my past couple years that have really opened my mind. And, I just want to be a positive person and I want to help people. And that's my mission. And my mission is always, I just have such a big heart for people and animals that are defenseless and need help. That's me. I don't know where it'll ever take me. I thought about, I have done things in the past, obviously, you guys, some of you know, with nutrition, to help people, but, people need to want to help themselves. So that's a struggle of mine is, they come to you for help, but then they don't want to really do the work. So I have a hard enough time convincing myself 100% of the time every single day to take care of myself. There's so much information out there, I'm not saying that I've given up on that. It's just frustrated me a little bit. And so I just want to help people, and I hope that this helps you somehow, some way, even just to know that, hey, this person feels the same way I do. And maybe I said something or suggested something that will help you through your grief, and help you heal and try to get through this holiday season. It's going to be hard. But we can only do what we can do. Okay, so I wanted to read you a couple Bible verses that I thought were really, really good. And then this is it, okay? One of them is, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. That is very powerful. And I really, really like this one too. Because if you know me, I'll say thoughts become things. And it is so true. Whatever you think, you become. So be careful what you think. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. That is from Proverbs 16:3. And the other one was Proverbs 16:5. So I hope you enjoyed the show. I think I'm pretty wrapped up on the whole grief, talking about all of that. If anything ever pops up in the future, I mean, I'd love to know what you guys do. If you have any suggestions that really help you, definitely comment. Please comment. I am open to hearing new things all the time. And please give me a like and subscribe, and I will try to keep the content interesting for you guys. Okay, thank you so much, and we will see you next time.